Good day. I am Sergi Bonyan from Group 3. We will present the data breach of Equifax. Together with me, we have Rudra Sisodia, Rishi Biswas, Shrey Kalra, and Niveta Murugan. Let's first discuss the company profile of Equifax. So, who is Equifax? Equifax is a global information solutions company that powers businesses and individuals around the world by converting information into insights that assist in making better commercial and personal decisions. They are using distinctive data, cutting edge analytics, cutting edge technology, and industry knowledge. Equifax operates in 24 nations in North America, Central and South America, Europe, and the Asia-Pacific area. Equifax is headquartered in Atlanta, Georgia, with 10,400 people globally are employed, and they are part of New York Stock Exchange under the ticker code EFX. What data breach happened in Equifax in 2017? An open source program called Apache Struts was used in the design and operation of Equifax online site for credit report dispute applications. The hackers used a flaw in Apache Struts to access private customer data, including names, social security numbers, dates of birth, license numbers, addresses, email addresses, and tax identification numbers. Cybersecurity analysts from U.S. Department of Homeland Security informed Equifax of the software vulnerability in March 2017. On May 13, criminal hackers took advantage of it. On July 29, Equifax discovered the breach. After waiting to see if there was any other suspicious activity the following day, they took the website offline. On September 7, 2017, Equifax informs the public that between May 13 and July 30, 2017, there was a data breach that exposed the private information of almost 143 million Americans. Here are the ethical consequences of this data breach in 2017. Equifax has a moral obligation to maintain the highest level of security for the personal data of its clients. They have an ethical obligation to alert its clients and the general public as soon as a breach is discovered. Executives at Equifax who were aware of the incident had an ethical obligation to immediately notify all stockholders and other insiders not to sell any shares until a public declaration was made. What are their security obligations? Equifax failed to uphold the necessary security measures for the protection of customer data. The US DHS reported the flaw to Equifax in March, but they did not alert customers of a potential problem. The hack occurred 78 days before Equifax identified and shut down the website to stop further misuse. The software was open sourced, meaning its command line code was available for the public to access for patch improvements and modification as opposed to privately custom constructed. Equifax gravely violated cybersecurity standards for the private information of its customers.
Obligation to disclose. Although the public was not alerted of the data breach until September 7th, Equifax was aware of it as early as July 29th. Before customers may have discovered a security breach, their personal information remained in the hands of hackers for 37 days, preventing them from taking immediate steps to secure their data with credit freezes.
Here are the obligation to disclose. Although the public was not alerted of the data breach until September 7, Equifax was aware of it as early as July 29. Before customers may have discovered the security breach, their personal information remained in the hands of hackers for 37 days, preventing them from taking immediate steps to secure their data with credit freezes.
Obligation to trade ethically. According to the ethics code, Equifax executives were required to advise all workers to hold off on selling any stock until a public announcement. Officially, the officers were not required to expressly alert the staff of the violation, but the stock sale ban was expected to go into effect. Equifax has claimed that the three executives did not know about the breach when they sold their stock. The chief financial officer and the two other executives sold a combined $1.8 million worth of stock prior to the public announcement regarding the breach. The Securities and the Exchange Commission, or SEC, is looking into the stock sale, which might have criminal repercussions as well. It is difficult to believe that Chairman, CEO, Chief Information Officer, and the Chief Security Officer were unaware of the intrusion, as were their offices. Failure contributing factors. Despite being revised almost immediately before the hack was discovered, the Equifax code of ethics was either insufficient, poorly understood, or just ignored. In regards to delayed press release, company public relations staff and the CEO were more concerned with maintaining a positive company reputation than protecting consumer data. The CFO and other executives who sold stock before the breach did so primarily for personal financial gain. Equifax Information Technology Department failed to source the necessary software either because of limited resources or lack of expertise. Investigation. The House Oversight Committee report concludes that the breach was completely avoidable because A. Equifax IT department overlooked crucial security measures due to unclear reporting lines, outdated and custom-built systems sorted sensitive customer informations. C. Business acquisition strategy increased data security risk due to growth, complexity, and lack of strategies to secure the new data. And also D. Equifax was preoccupied with its bottom line and stock price. Crime-related investigation and investigations into insider breaches, foreign nations and hackers are ongoing. There are also been allegations of insider trading before the announcement. To conclude, the lessons learned and recommendations from our group. The code of ethics for Equifax needs to be modified once more to include protocols for data breaches, which are really responsibility for a business handling vast amount of data. In order to avoid insider trading problems, Equifax must create a highly stringent regulation regarding the sale of company stock by its workers to avoid sales during annual stock meetings and publishing of scheduled statements, for instance strict sale windows during the year. In order to provide the necessary software security that public expects and demands, Equifax will need to restructure its cybersecurity team to include more and or better trained qualified personnel with adequate budgeting. Those most at fault for any ethical transgression must face legal and criminal penalties. Equifax has previously experienced comparable, albeit less serious, data breaches. The fact that no sections were given for prior infrastructures may potentially be a contributing element in the ongoing problems. Thank you for your attention. If you have any question, please feel free to ask. Again, thank you.